go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass.
Sky. Get down.
And let your linemen surge and fire out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Alea.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting that third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
What, Mama? Get down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak,
and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save. Chase Young in the season now. That is 9 sacks for him.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores in the first half.
Put Sky back in the cage.
They just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
Pick that up.
Because with that type of a lead, they think they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone. Extend the lead by 2 more.
All right.
And they're able to grab
Put her on the bed.
2-point try. You and I were talking before the game.
No,
Sky. Conversions from the 15-16 season. What has changed? What hasn't changed?
Stop, Sky. Put Sky in the cage.
Because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's
Get out of
what
here.
we're wondering about.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this throw and he's brought down, getting this one to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Quick hitter.
What?
He's at the 30.
Sky.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 23-7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's get that fumble.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? I mean, he's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best
gets through, and now an opening. And all the way down to the 35.
All right.
A big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Fields.
Ah, shoot. Fields.
He's taken down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields.
Damn.
There he goes inside the 30.
That was my fault.
Way in for a Miami touchdown.
Is it good?
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are
Show me. Wow.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill sent to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And going deep for Hill. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Nasty.
Nasty?
They try
What's nasty?
again with Cook. And he
No, mama.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cook, they'll try and run it. It's halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Returning it, Hill.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The Bears now will again go for 2. They'll look to throw.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine. At halftime, they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bears take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 2nd and 9 now. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kadarius Toney there to make the grab, and the Bears add on. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Miami set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Hill. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 38. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. To throw again on second down. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here we go. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown Bears! Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why have extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Boy, Sade and Lurican in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
They called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dolphins offense returning to the field. To be frank, you really have to feel for it. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Now a first down throw. Fields. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points up.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on second and long. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on third down, Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Just a yard on 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And going deep for Hill. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review.
Let's go, fellas.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They click so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovered for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Throwing left side, it's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.